Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Chrome Horn Show. I'm Jose Montoya. This is Juan Perez. And today we're going to be talking about NASCAR.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. But first, what do French fries do when they get together?
What do they do?
They catch up. Well, the reason why, well, first of all, I guess we're calling our show the Chrome Horn Show because we're going to go with, start off our show with a word of the day. And then the first word of the day would be Chrome Horn. And in the early days of NASCAR, well, nowadays NASCAR cars are true race cars. But in the early days of NASCAR, they would actually get them off the showroom, strip them down, make them lighter so they could go faster, and they take the back seats out, the radio out, and of course the horn. And when they got to racing, they would they wouldn't have a horn. They're like, beep beep, get out of my way. No, no, they'd go up there and bump them and let you know, hey, I'm a little quicker than you. So, and so that's them letting the guy in front, honk honk, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But their bumpers were chrome, so that's why they came up with the chrome horn. So,
Nice.
and that's our show called the Chrome Horn Show. Going
Yeah.
back to the early days of NASCAR.
Yeah, so that's kind of the whole point of the show, right? Is to give some information that maybe you didn't know about NASCAR, some little insider knowledge. Well, my dad here has a lot of experience as a fan. How many years as a fan?
I've been watching NASCAR since the late '70s, almost 50 years.
Right. So almost 50 years of experience as a fan, and or should I say, a fanatic. You know, um, my experience with NASCAR is just waking up in the morning, Sunday mornings, pancake breakfast, and the race is on. So I don't have as much experience as him, but when the race is on, I tune in, and so I guess you could call me the casual fan, and uh, and that's kind of what we want to do here is maybe possibly get the casual fan, like I said, some more information, some more insight, and just to maybe sound more of like a pro fan, and yeah, so
Well, let's
he'll give us some good points to talk
hopefully
about.
hopefully some interesting facts that you might not get from if you do want to get into NASCAR and listening to the commentators during the race and some information that you might not get from during the broadcast. So hopefully some other points here.
Yeah, that, and maybe instead of watching the whole race, because for the casual fan it can be maybe not
Oh
all
yes,
interesting for the was it 4 hour sometimes
sit
events,
down on a Sunday afternoon and sit down for 4 hours and
right.
try to get all the info. So get it from here.
Get it from here, and listen to the joke of the day or joke of the week, and some other cool facts about NASCAR that maybe you didn't know, and anything else that you might be interested in, then just comment below and like and subscribe. But all right, here we go. So where did you want to start off today?
Well, let's start off with some the previous follow up to the headline from the previous podcast.
Mhm.
The from the situation with JGR Racing and Chris Gabehart, with their trade. It's called a trade secret misappropriation, and right now they went to court and the judge has not ruled on either side right now, so that's still pending. And of course, and let's see, there's no ruling on that. And in other news, uh, Alex Bowman during the race at Coda this past weekend had to step out of the car. At the time, nobody knew why he had a. Um, there was unknown reasons why he had to uh, exit the car.
Was that at the start of the race?
No,
Or
it was like midway somewhere. The race had already started. The
oh,
race
got
had
it.
already
Uh-huh.
started, and then now maybe three-quarters of the way he had to come in, and a relief driver had to come in, and which incidentally the relief driver has happens to be what they call a pit row spotter. He's kind of like runs up and down pit road and keep the pit road reporters. He kind of lets them know, oh, there's something going on in pit number 17 or so on, and then the pit road goes over there, and whatever happened, if a crew member got hit by a tire or something. Well, anyway, the pit row spotter.
Is also a backup driver, or like
No,
or is this
he just happened to have what they call a helmet bag, his suit, his
really?
racing suit, his racing shoes, his helmet, and Alex Bowman came out of the car, and he rushed in, got his suit on,
Waiting for his chance, huh?
waiting for his chance. And actually he's the kid of one of the pit road reporters on another station, and he does race in the lower divisions. So it turns out Alex Bowman had vertigo, and he's not going to race this weekend again.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and how'd the kid do, or how did the pit
Well,
crew spotter, as you said, do?
um, well, he did well. He's a good race car driver, but since they went a lap down,
Oh,
they went
yeah,
a lap
not
down,
not
and
much
it
of
was
a.
it was tough to on a road course. It's tough to make up a lap unless there's a caution, which is rarely a caution during a road course. It's hard to make it up anyway. So, and other headline news in the headlines is IndyCar and NASCAR racing on the same track this weekend at Phoenix.
Nice.
Yes, IndyCar's their second race of the season, and they're racing on Saturday, and the Cup cars on Sunday. Already,
Sweet.
so
Any news about wait, what's today? Today's
Friday?
So today's Friday.
Right.
They had practice today. Anything you catch any practicing today?
No practice. They'll qualify and practice tomorrow.
Oh, got it.
Qualify and practice tomorrow, and Indy cars are the ones that I just get a few tidbits of them, but they should have practiced and qualified today.
Any driver that you're rooting for in the Indy series?
Well, not that I root for any, but the favorite one is always Alex Palou. Yeah, he already started the season,
Great.
strong. He won the first race at St. Petersburg. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
pretty much, if you're gonna pick somebody, pick Alex Palou just about every weekend. Well, that's Indy cars,
Okay.
and at points as of this last race at the Circuit of the Americas, Tyler Reddick a commanding 70-point lead over second place. And here's the thing: it looks like, okay, Tyler Reddick looks dialed in, right? Tyler Reddick looks dialed in, and he looks like, okay, the championship's his this season. But the fight for second place could go as far back as 15th place. That's how close they are. From the gap from second place to 20th is about 60 points.
Wow.
A 60-point difference, but from first to second is a 70-point gap.
And is that because of the way
His-
the variety of drivers that I guess had some success the last three races? Is that why everybody below Tyler Reddick, right?
Yeah, it's the guy that's in he did well at Daytona, didn't do well at Atlanta, and
he's at like second, and then now third.
And third
Probably did well in
in-
Texas or Austin, and
yeah, they did well. They did well in at Coda, and then did so. It's
that's cool.
other than
Big
Tyler
spread.
Reddick. Other than Tyler Reddick, everybody else had trouble these
So-
past three races.
So yes, I mean that's
Some kind of trouble.
that kind of seems like that's a big advantage for Tyler Reddick. Then seeing how the second place, or like you said, second and third place is just so far away.
Yeah, it's a race for second place now. But the thing is, everybody's gonna all the top 16 drivers at the end of the 26 races at the end of the regular season, the last 10 races, it gets all reset. So Tyler Reddick's gonna lose that big old 70-point gap when they reshuffle the playoffs. Even though he's gonna have bonus points, he's gonna have a couple more points, but it's gonna be a lot closer race when they get back to when they get to the end of the regular season and start the playoffs.
Hmm.
Yeah, so then it'll there might be a chance. Maybe someone from fifth or sixth place might win the championship. If Tyler Reddick has trouble, that's the thing about this. It's not really like the old system where the whole season was all about consistency.
Hmm.
Now it's well, you in order to get the playoffs, it's no more win and you're in, right? It's still about consistency. But the last 10 races is, it's if you did well, if Tyler Reddick just runs away with it for the first 26 races and then he has trouble the last 10 races, that's kind of
That's where the I guess the rest of the crew has a
the rest of the
chance.
field. Yeah, the rest of the field has yeah.
Oh,
So
that could make it exciting.
yeah, it does give it a little more excitement to it, other than than the old way when it was just someone like Earnhardt or Richard Petty would just have.
Stink up the show.
Earnhardt never stuck up the show. Earnhardt never stuck up the show.
No, of course not.
Neither did the King.
um, so can you talk a little bit about the
The race, the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Austin?
yeah, we'll recap the race. To start, they had a moment of silence for the shooting in Austin.
That was crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it till that actually, yeah, that morning. And it happened the night before.
It happened the night before. Yeah, it didn't actually click because I was watching the news the night before, and I missed what city it was in. It's like, oh my goodness, another shooting. Anyway,
Yeah.
so at the race they had a moment of silence, and just before the festivities, right? And then all the festivities started with the showing of the raising of the colors of the national anthem, and then of course the flyover. So they had an Apache flyover this time instead of jets. And after
Nice.
it flew over the track, it started following the track itself. It came down low enough.
It followed the course.
It followed the course. That was cool. It came down low enough and it started going through the S's back and forth, back and forth. That's all
Pilots are just showing off at that point.
that was pretty neat. Yeah. Oh, and then after that, they went to commercial, of course, and then they I forgot who it was to command to start the command, the most famous words in motorsports to give who's going to give the command. So he did really well. I rate him a 4.5.
Out of 10?
No, out of 5. It was
Okay.
really good. It was he did.
Wow, that high, huh?
Yeah, he really did good. I mean, I rate it compared to Kevin James,
Oh,
the best one ever. The best
Yeah.
one. He's got.
he was pretty close.
He was pretty close to. Kevin.
I didn't catch it. I
He
didn't
was
catch it.
pretty close to
so.
Kevin James. So
I recorded it, so I was kind of just fast forwarding through, getting to the race,
get the highlights.
Yeah.
Get the highlights.
getting
right?
the highlights and getting
Yeah.
to the race.
And I did mention on our previous podcast that they changed the layout of the course. They cut it.
Right.
They cut it shorter to get more laps. So people could see the as they call them, the rolling banners, the rolling advertising banners, so they could get more views of the cars going by. And of course, in NASCAR they don't have track limits. They don't have like Formula One. You have to stay inside the white line. You can't go over like so. But since NASCAR doesn't have track limits, they put tire barriers at each corner, so the cars won't
actually run through, make passes through.
won't cut the course.
Through the turns.
Yeah, they won't cut. Hey, if you wanna cut the course, there's a wall of tires right there. So, and and for road courses, they also have requirements from their cars. Whether it rains or not, if it's a clear day like this, not a cloud in the sky, the forecast shows zero chance of rain. These cars have to have mud flaps, windshield wipers, and a defroster. And of course, Goodyear brings rain tires. But even though if it's a
For road course only?
road courses, yes,
Oh.
for the road courses, super speedways, well, you can't run
When
rain
it's
tires.
raining.
You can't run rain tires anyway on a super speedway, so they don't bother with that. But on road courses, it's required to have mud flaps, windshield wipers, and a defroster. And you know what? The windshield these windshield wipers are like, you know, big pieces of. They look like 2x4s on their windshield,
Really?
and they put like a spoiler on it, and that helps actually the aerodynamics on the car.
Wow, that's awesome.
That actually helps the aerodynamics on car, but because these, uh, like I said, they look like 2x4s on the windshield. It's like, now, at first I thought, okay, why do they make these windshield wipers so big? You'd think you'd wind them nice and thin so it wouldn't affect, because these cars are so aerodynamic, and actually they made them that big, and it's got a rail on top of it to direct more wind onto the rear spoiler.
Oh.
Yeah, so they do that. And then during the race, they showed Tyler Reddick during a caution. I can't remember. I think it was a caution. They showed Tyler Reddick taking a WWE wrestler. He took him in his race car to one of their wrestling matches or something like that. That was pretty cool. And
Nice.
he made
in the car, he took him to the match?
Yeah. It wasn't the actual race car, but a replica
Nice.
race car. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And the guy, he had a little trouble getting in and out of the window because doors don't open. Oh yeah, race cars don't have doors that open. They don't have door handles. So, this is the first race where it's been warm, because at Bowman Gray Stadium, it snowed, so it delayed the race till Wednesday because of the snow. And then Daytona was pretty cold, and Atlanta was pretty cold. And this past weekend in Austin was actually their warmest race so far. And their cool suits, Carl Larson's cool suit, AJ Allmendigger's, and I think Austin Cindric's cool suits weren't working.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to actually bring up was the end of the race. We're watching,
Did you see AJ on the floor?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it was almost like I don't want to laugh, but it was almost comedic because of the way they panned over to him. Like, first they're recording, I believe it was Tyler Reddick, of him getting him out of the car, and they pan over to the car next to him, and you just see a body on the ground. And it was like, wait, and then they don't say anything. They say, oh, hopefully he's all right. And then they pan away.
Oh, yeah.
Don't bring it up at all.
That was AJ Allmendinger, yeah.
And then, and we're like, wait, what? Like, why is there a body on the ground? Why is there a driver on the floor? And then come to find out, yeah, his cool suit wasn't working right.
And what's worse about it is that if the cool suit's not working, they give him, of course, cold water, and that helps them for a bit. But the thing is, after the water warms up, it's cool for an instant, but then actually starts to cook you.
Really?
The water.
Do you know how hot it actually gets in there without the cool system?
Yeah, the inside of one of the cars on average is about 130 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like sitting in a sauna for hours.
3.5 hours.
Wow.
It's about, yeah. And they're wearing a fire suit.
But that's fairly new, right? This cool system, or how long has it been?
Oh, years. It's
been a while.
Yeah,
like over a decade.
No, definitely over a decade.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Definitely over a decade.
I don't know why I thought that was something somewhat new, but then that's a feat in itself that they made it, that they completed the race.
Yeah. That's at first that's what everybody thought happened to Alex Bowman. He overheated, and that's why there was a driver change. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it turns out they didn't find out. The reporter went down there, and the crew didn't know what was going on. No, it wasn't him overheating or anything like that. and then just a couple of days ago, it came out that it is a vertigo that he had, and he's going to miss this weekend's race at Phoenix.
Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, which used to be the championship race, the end of the final race, but now it's Homestead. Anyway, so, oh, and that's another cool thing about road races. They put a camera at the driver's feet, so you could actually see him.
I noticed. I forgot what driver it was. Now that you bring that
SVG.
up, no, but they talked about that he's. I mean, I don't know if it was one of the younger drivers, but they talked about how he couldn't. He wasn't used to driving road courses, and so when he was shifting, I guess usually the driver will have one hand on the wheel and the other one shifting, right, or downshifting.
Yeah.
And this guy was going from here to here, from here to here. They brought that up. I thought that was funny.
I think
I'm not sure what driver, but they were
sure
like, "Oh, he's doing pretty well either way."
Because these guys in NASCAR grew up just doing dirt tracks. Ovals at their local, dirt track.
Right.
So all they know about is getting their asses up in what they call the cushion. Which the cushion is when they're driving around and the rear tires spin around and
get that sweet spot on the turn.
And yeah, the sweet spot on the turn, and the rear wheels are pushing dirt against the wall, and it becomes like a curb, and they call that the cushion.
Oh.
And they use that to drive off the corner, and of course on a dirt track you turn right.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are used to just doing that. So when they move up to NASCAR finally, and they have to do they have to start shifting and well, the good thing they have this transaxle, so they don't have to use the clutch. All they do is shift gears. But still, it's a little easier than in the old days when you had to use the clutch. And as you're shifting and the transmission go to neutral, go to the next gear. Now right here, now you just you want to go to a higher gear, bump, or lower gear. That's the opposite. Higher gear, lower gear. So yeah, I think it was Austin Cindric that you were talking about.
Yeah,
I think that's
I can't remember what driver, but that was a funny little thing that they pointed out too. It's like
good job.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Well, they're kind of making fun of him, but then they're like, "But he's still doing a good job.
He's doing it not bad for a oval driver, right?
Right.
And that's what I always think is pretty cool when they go to road courses. They put a camera down at the feet, and you can see them actually, when they're braking and they have to shift, and you got to keep the RPMs up so the gears can match up and while they're shifting.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome how these guys.
I still find it. I mean, I know NASCAR's been running on road courses for a long time now, but again, as a casual fan, it's funny to see them on
a road course.
On a road course. It's just like it looks funny to me. You see these stock cars like running on it, and it's like
because 90% of the races, 95. Well, they've changed that, but 95% of the races was just ovals, right?
Yeah.
And then last year they added. It used to be only two,
which was Sears Point
and Watkins Glen. And then last year they went up to 7 road courses. A couple years. It's been a couple years. They added Chicago, Road America, and they tapered it down this year. They did 7 years for a couple years, and now they're only doing 4 road courses this year. And so okay. Well, let's talk about the how I was talking about how Tyler Reddick's running away with the points right now.
Uh-huh.
So some drivers are pretty much, I don't want to say it, that they've already given up.
Oh, I mean, how can you not, right?
Yeah, I don't want.
How can you not at least feel that way? Like, okay, there goes the freaking season.
Yeah, because if someone's in the 25th place or 30th place, yeah, pretty much, just give up and go for the wins. So this is what they do. They do what they call flipping the stage. And the guys are like in the top 15, somewhere and up. They still want to run um, to the end of the stage to get those stage points.
Mm.
But some guys that are, like in 30th or pretty much, they have to go for a win now. All they could do now, they're out of the championship. It's I mean, 3 races in and they're already conceding defeat. So what they do is they flip the stage, or in Formula One, short pit. So before they get to the green, white, checkered flag, before they close the pits, they come in early, get fresh tires. So when the leaders or whoever wants to get points finish the stage, these guys already have fresh tires and they're up in front to get the start of the next stage. Mm-hmm. So that was happening a lot. That was happening a lot this past weekend. They were flipping the stage, and I think that's going to be that's going to happen a lot. The rest of the thing. Yeah, it's going to be an ongoing thing now, especially for the guys that are pretty much out of the championship. Yeah, and then like we were talking about, Red Bull looks good on the NASCAR, huh?
Yeah. I just automatically wanted to root for the guy, and just with the Red Bull sponsor. Uh-huh. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then that's who sponsors Connor Zillage, Phenom Rookie of the Year. I'm already saying he's going to be rookie of the year. Yeah, he's going to be Rookie of the Year, and then champion next year. Like that's the only time. That's the only time it's ever happened. Rookie of the Year and champion the next year, and none other than the man Dale Earnhardt. He done it. He did it. He did it.
Nice.
He did it, and I think I'm going out on a limb. I think it's going to happen this time with Connor Zillage. Connor Zillage. Wow, say that fast 3 times. Yeah, Rookie of the Year, champion next year.
Really? Dang. Okay, let's see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll have to tune in next year.
But he's got to go through Tyler Reddick first.
Yeah,
he's got to go through Tyler Reddick and that 2311 team. Amazing.
That was awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's epic to be able to have witnessed that.
Oh man, look, I'm chills.
And just the joy that I guess. I guess like what makes it even more interesting is the crossover, right? Like Michael Jordan being as competitive as he is, just decided.
Yeah, I mean,
no matter what he does, he's gonna be top tier. But this is a whole nother level.
This is a whole nother level.
Nobody, I don't think anybody expected him to be this successful.
But I'm thinking because he was so successful with the Chicago Bulls, it's just his nature. I don't know how he is behind closed doors. If he says,
"Yeah,
this is gonna get done," all your ass is on the street. I don't know, because he seems like such a nice guy.
Oh, he's a nice guy, but when it came to, I think, I don't know. I watched his documentary on his basketball career.
Yeah.
And
nothing but the best. Right?
I mean, he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy, and it's all competition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I knew he came in.
He's the hardest worker in the room, from what they say, wherever he goes. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that's a lot to where he's at right now with NASCAR. Is he's taking it to a point where it's that's probably the way he treats his team. It's like, hey, you got to be harder working than me. That's a trickle down effect, right? I mean, look at his driver.
Yeah, it shows. And when Tyler Reddick, I said this. It's taken a while, but when Tyler Reddick came into the NASCAR series, I said he's going to be a Cup champion.
Did you?
Nice. I did. When I go, watch this kid. He's going to be a Cup champion. And whoa, it's taken a while, but
all last season.
Oh, and top it off,
victory, right?
Can you believe that? To start the season with 3 in a row. And
on a winless season last year.
Winless season last year.
That's a cool stat to have. To be the only driver in history to have the record that he has right now, or the statistic, or what would you
Well,
call that? I guess, yeah, I don't know. New, I guess it could be a record. 3 wins,
it is. It is a new
right?
record. It's a new
So to
record.
have the,
It doesn't matter what he did the season. Even if he won 15 races, or he didn't win any races, or if he would have won 15 last season, what he did to start this season, that's a new record. That's and in my 50 years of watching NASCAR, I've seen I'm I've well Richard Petty's won 10 in a row, but it wasn't to start the season. So this is a monumental. But it wins in a row. It's happened before. I saw the last time a consecutive wins like that was Harry Gant when he won 4 in a row, and in that race, when he won his fourth race in a row, I think it was Bristol. It was one of those short tracks.
mm-hmm.
His car was tore up, and everybody's saying, "How is he going?" Not okay. 4 in a row, it's not going to happen. Anyway, so Tyler Reddick won, and well, everybody's rating his burnouts. Last week at Atlanta, he did the burnout backwards to go back to back, right? And this weekend he did a burnout all the way down the front stretch, and then later he got interviewed and he goes, "Oh, I don't know if I should have done that because we only get a certain limit of engine parts and cars, and I'm revving the engine all the way down the front stretch."
Yeah.
And amazing, he didn't blow out the tires doing that. Well, he did come back, and then he did a couple more donuts, and the tires did blow. Yeah, and then finally got to win. Everybody celebrated. He jumped on everybody, got to winner's circle, and he hoisted the trophy. And I noticed that the trophy still had the F1 configuration.
Oh wow.
Yeah, F1 with a little chute through there. So, yeah, that's pretty much the recap of this past weekend, and we're on to Phoenix.
Nice. Who are your picks for this week?
Okay, so we should have gone over last week's. Can we pause it? Compare to last week's.
You know what? I don't. Just run it. Just
last week's. Because my last week's picks, I had where they actually finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me get it real quick.
Okay.
Real quick, I have it right here.
Go ahead.
So in the meantime, oh, here we go. So last week, I'll go over this week's peaks. Oh, peekaboo. Well, a little peek, right? So my last week's picks. Of course, Tyler Reddick won the race. He's one of my picks. SVG was another pick. He finished second. Christopher Bell, he finished third. Connor Zilic, he was running in the top 5 until Daniel Suarez kind of gave him a little bump and run. Used the chrome horn, as we say. And excuse me. Ty Gibbs finished 4th. Ross Chastain had a little engine trouble. He finished 35th, and Chase Briscoe went out with gearbox problems. He finished 37th.
Not bad. So what are your picks for this week?
This week's picks, let's go with Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney. No, okay. So we'll go with Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and William Byron.
Nice.
We'll go. Let's see how we go. And it's 312 miles, 312 laps. So the track is 1 mile long. It's they call it the 500. They call it I forgot this week's sponsor, but it's a 500, whatever it is, the Phoenix 500. But it's because it's 500K. That's it. And okay, those little tidbits from the track history. Kevin Harvick has the most wins with 9, and since
sorry, I didn't hear you. Where were they racing this weekend?
At Phoenix.
Oh, at Phoenix. That's right.
Yeah.
No, I did hear it. Okay.
They're at Phoenix. And the first race was held in 1988 and won by Alan Kowicki, the late, great Alan Kowicki. Miss that guy. Anyway, and since 2005, they started racing twice a year there. Alrighty. And that's pretty much after that. The next, let's see, the next one, oh, F1 starts their season this weekend.
Awesome.
F1 starts their season this weekend, and that's pretty much it for our show, guys, folks, people.
Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next Chrome Horn. All right.
And hope you enjoy it. All right.